If it does not challenge you, it won't change you. Namaskar, welcome to Next IS. I hope you are doing well. In this video, we will cover major headlines of the Hindu, Indian Express and Press Information Bureau. So without wasting any time, let's start today's discussion. Now recently, Supreme Court of India criticized states for using bulldozer to demolish homes of accused persons awaiting trial. Supreme Court emphasized that such actions violate principles of natural justice and due process, creating a lawless state of affairs. The court invoked Article 142 of the Constitution to issue binding directives, including 15 days prior notice of demolition, detailed notice explaining unauthorized construction and grounds for demolition, opportunity for owners to challenge the action, videography of the demolition, and officials violating these directives would face contempt action and prosecution. But these directives don't apply to encroachments on public property or court-ordered demolitions. Now, Defense Space Agency conducted its first ever tabletop exercise Antariksh Abhyas 2024 to enhance the strategic readiness of Indian Armed Forces in space warfare. Key elements of the exercise including discussions on emerging space technologies, space situational awareness, and India's space programs. Now, inaugural Indian Ocean dialogue between US and India will be held today. It will focus on promoting security and prosperity across Indo-Pacific region. In addition, an ICET intersessional will be held to expand technological innovation and production cooperation between two countries. This dialogue follows a year of growing India-US cooperation in Indo-Pacific, starting with a joint strategic vision issued during President Barack Obama's 2015 visit to India. And friends, Quad grouping is also active in the region, focusing on initiatives like Indo-Pacific Maritime Domain Awareness Project. Next article talks about Booker Prize because recently Britain's Samantha Harvey won 2024 Booker Prize for her novel Orbital, which she wrote during the COVID-19 lockdowns. The story depicts a single day aboard the International Space Station, capturing beauty of Earth from space. Talking about Booker Prize, it is an annual literary award for the best novel written in English and published in the UK and Ireland. It was established in 1969 and it originally focused on Commonwealth writers but now includes authors from all over the world regardless of origin. Now, a comprehensive study on African elephants revealed alarming population declines over the past half century, highlighting significant threats to both savanna and forest elephants. Here, main threats include poaching and habitat loss. Talking about elephants, they are Earth's largest land animals and highly intelligent. They are known to have keen memory and problem-solving skills and sophisticated communication. There are 3 species of elephant, which includes African forest elephant, and it is classified as critically endangered species on the IUCN Red List. Next is Asian elephant, which is an endangered species. And last is African savanna elephant, which is also an endangered species. And friends, Government of India has declared Indian elephant as national heritage animal, and Indian elephants are also provided the highest degree of legal protection by listing it in Schedule 1 of the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Now, all Indian states except Arunachal Pradesh have state finance commissions in place, with Gujarat being the latest to form its commission. 15th Finance Commission highlighted delays in constituting state finance commission in its 2020 report. Talking about the constitutional provisions, under Article 243, state must form state finance commissions within 1 year of the 73rd Amendment Act 1992 and every 5 years thereafter. State finance commissions review financial position of panchayats and recommend principles for distribution of state taxes, duties, tolls and fees. Now, Reserve Bank of India has retained State Bank of India, SDFC Bank and ICICI Bank as domestic systematically important banks. These banks remain in the same bucketing structure as in 2023. Talking about domestic systematically important banks, they are large banks critical to the economy, often considered too big to fail, and their failure could disrupt essential banking services. Here, banks are selected based on factors like size, interconnectedness, and complexity. Banks exceeding 2% of GDP in size are considered for this classification. Now, Indian Navy will conduct the 4th edition of Pan-India Coastal Defense Exercise Sea Vigil 2024. This extensive exercise involves 6 ministries and will span entire Indian coastline and exclusive economic zone. Sea Vigil was first conceptualized in 2018 in response to 2611 Mumbai terror attacks to assess and bolster India's coastal security. Next article talks about Janjati Gor of Divas, which is dedicated to honoring the sacrifices and bravery of tribal freedom fighters who contributed significantly to India's independence struggle. The day coincides with birth anniversary of Shri Birsa Munda, a revered tribal leader known as Bhagwan. He led a significant movement against British oppression known as the Ulgulan or Revolution, making him a symbol of resistance and national pride. Now, Indian Army is conducting a high-intensity tri-service exercise named Purvi Prahar in Arunachal Pradesh, focusing on integrated joint operations in the region's challenging mountainous terrain. It aims to enhance combat effectiveness of Indian Army, Navy and Air Force. So with this, let's conclude today's discussion. Thanks for listening, and for regular updates, you can follow us on various social media platforms.